about that more generally? I guess since you've been a fixture in this test team, it looked like perhaps that would be your main role, and you've now got the white ball call-ups, you've played this series, you've been called up for the 50-over team. Were you expecting, with your injury history, to maybe be given a bit of a lighter workload? I don't know how much chats you've had around what they expect of you across formats.
Not had too much chats about it really. I think it all depends on how I'm feeling as well. And I always wanted to play 3 formats for England, and you've got to make sure you recover well after games. Obviously Test cricket's very demanding on the body. I've learned that over the past few years. Obviously in the Ashes as well, playing out there in the hot weather. Obviously had the hot weather last week at Trent Bridge as well. But it's just knowing your body inside out, and you know you've got the support around you to make sure you're as fit as you can.
Have you spoken to other particularly fast bowlers, I guess, be it Jofra or people like that, who have played the 3 formats, about the demands that you'll need and how you're going to manage yourself, and certainly maybe where Jofra's concerned, whether you need to be the one to flag up when you feel like it isn't the time to play, and when it is the time to play, because it's going to be a big demand. Looking forward to a big series again against Pakistan, and Ashes summer coming, 50-over World Cup coming. The challenges never stop, do they?
No, they don't. It's obviously quite a busy time for English cricket, but it's also exciting as well. And look, I want to play as many games as I can for England. It's a privilege to play for England. And yeah, like I said, you've got to make sure you recover well after games. And obviously the science and medicine team are always asking how I am and stuff. And we just go from there really. And obviously they've supported Joff massively with that as well.
And as far as you're aware from your chats with the S&C, that your body is in as good a shape as it's ever been?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously with the injuries I had a few years back, not knowing if I was going to still be playing cricket, I put a lot of hard work in the gym and running and on the bike as well. Some gloomy days in the gym. You feel like the walls are getting closer and closer, but that's the hard work you need to put in to make sure you stay out in the park and represent England.
How did you enjoy your T20 debut? It was, I don't know how many million people were watching you because you were bowling the first ball to Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. You were probably the most people who's ever watched you play cricket, I imagine.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play T20 cricket for England, and obviously coming in against him. Obviously I've watched him during the IPL as well, and he's obviously an amazing player, an exciting talent. So yeah, I was just trying to focus on what I needed to do at a certain time, and try and execute as best as I can. Obviously got hold of me at that 1-6, which is obviously a nice shot. But yeah, I try and focus as much as I can on myself.
I reckon he was 6 years old when you made your T20 debut, and he's now played more T20s than you, so you were the inexperienced one in that battle.
I did see that on Twitter, but yeah, obviously I'm early stage of my T20 career, but yeah, it's obviously exciting time to be playing T20 cricket.
And looking ahead, just the rest of the summer, you've got the ODI squad coming up, and there's a World Cup. You've had your 2 debuts. Presumably in the squad for that, your plan now is to break into that 50-over team, and with a view to South Africa, which could be conditions that are quite handy for you. That's the next one to tick off the list.
Yeah, it's obviously the next one to tick off the list, but my main focus now is just to get through these next 3 T20s, and then obviously the ODIs are fast approaching. But yeah, hopefully I can make a debut in that as well, and then obviously tick off all 3 for England, which I've always wanted to do. Play as well, which he got hit for a few runs, but then he came back brilliantly. And those are the sort of moments that are going to change games. I think it was 3 for 30 in that middle phase, obviously with the spin as well. And obviously Jaxie bowling in the power play as well, getting that crucial wicket. So yeah, it's just trying to not be as ridiculous as you can, and Sam has been brilliant at that.
Josh, wanted to bring your attention to the fielding lapses the other day. Phil Salt put Ishan Kishan down on 20 and he went on to score 49. And then Tilak Verma was shared by Jofra Archer and he delivered an excellent cameo at the back end. So it was a game that ebbed and flowed by Jacob Bethel's own admission. So do you think those 2 errors, which totaled a run of 53, could have come back to bite England?
Look, we want to be as brave as we can in the field. Obviously those 2s in the outfield are crucial in T20 cricket. And yeah, if that went into Solly's hand, it's one of the best catches I've probably seen live, especially playing in it as well. But yeah, Beth's knock was incredible. The tempo that he played at, didn't look he was under too much pressure. Obviously losing those first 2 wickets didn't help, but how he batted and won us the game was incredible.
It was a battle of two halves in the power play between you and India's left-handed openers. So initially there was a bit of away movement and they were having some swings but missing. So then at the end of 2 overs they were 10 for none and they recovered well to post 65 in the power play. So what was your assessment of the tussle going on with the 2 hard-hitting left-handers, Vaibhav and Abhishek?
Yeah, it was obviously a good test for me and Joff to start up. But yeah, we tried to hold our length as much as we can. Obviously the pitch was quite bouncy. And yeah, trying to mix up the paces as well, obviously in the power play as well, trying not to be too predictable.
Josh, 2 parts to it. How do you mentally prepare yourself for a batting lineup who's from last couple of years playing an aggressive brand of cricket, and which has also most number of left-handers in it? Means if you see the kind of lefties India have, 1, 2, 3, and then obviously there's a stress here in between, and then again left-handers. How do you guys plan it when it comes to a left-hander dominating batting side? Because it's a rare occurrence in the world cricket. Not at this point of time, but largely. So, can you talk us about that?
Well, obviously we have plans for every single batter in the team, and it depends on the day as well. Obviously we had the big breeze coming across us as well on the smaller boundary, so trying to restrict them to that side. And I'm not sure about Trent Bridge. I'm not sure what the boundary size is here. So it's just trying to put things in place which are going to benefit us as bowlers and try and execute as well as we can.
And as the gentleman asked that question to you, that the starting plan between Abhishek Sharma and Sooryavanshi, it looked like that you were trying, both you and Archer were trying to, just hitting the back of the leg delivery. Was that the actual plan, that give them a little bit of width and then bounce it from there? And then, we see that, during that phase that they were missing quite a lot at that point of time. And then from 4th over, 5th over, it come down to the bat really well. So was that the actual plan between both of them?
Yeah, look, me as a bowler, I try and hit the pitch hard, try and hit the top of the stump as much as I can and try and get hit off that length really. And obviously, the pitch is going to be different at different grounds, so it's just trying to be as, what's the word, like executing rightly and trying to not be predictable.
How might home knowledge help you tomorrow, as well as playing in front of a Notts crowd?
Yeah, obviously the Notts crowd's unbelievable. I haven't actually played a T20 here for Notts yet, so I'm not sure if I'm playing yet. But yeah, obviously knowing the pitch fairly well, being here for the past few years, I can give a bit of knowledge to my other teammates.
Rory, we'll finish up with you.
Thanks. Just one more. Thanks. Just to circle back on relative inexperience in the format, how much did last summer's 100 help you sort of discover your short form game? You haven't played tons of T20 cricket really over the course of your career, but last year something went very right in the 100. How did that help you sort of find yourself as a bowler in this format?
Yeah, obviously that gave me a lot of confidence. I want to be a big impact bowler in every format, if that's Test or T20 or 50 over as well. And I just feel like just trying not to be too predictable. And yeah, just try and bowl quick as well. And yeah.
Was the 100 the first time you really felt like you got to grips with it?
Obviously I've played a few T20s for Worcester when I was there, so I had a bit of experience there as well. But obviously the franchise sort of side of T20 now, it's nice to be a part of Manchester and doing well for them as well. Obviously we didn't do well as a team, but on a personal note I was happy with how I went.